Welcome back to Cedar Cove Farm. You can see I have a box in my hand. This is hopefully the last part to get the Cyclo planter up and ready to go. So, gonna go get this installed and then see if we can go make a test run. I've got some just feed corn. We'll put that in the hopper and see if we can get it to meter out before we actually plant some sweet corn. But just to remind you guys where we're at, this last gauge wheel, that's missing, right? Not there. That's because, I'll take you inside here. You remember last time there was a roll pin down here. That roll pin, it's since been removed, but you'll notice I need 3 hands. This pin here, that's actually this pin from the old gauge wheel. It's stuck. I've heated it up. I've sprayed PB blaster on it. I've hit it with an air hammer. It's stuck. So, new gauge wheel arm in the box. Let's go get that out. Let's get this gauge wheel installed on it. Let's get it put on the planter. And then let's see what it takes to try and meter out some corn. So, new arm looks pretty much the same. So let's get this installed. So go this way. So I've got a couple roll pins I got here at the hardware store because I didn't know which size. That one's too small. So means we'll probably go with this one. So what I like to do with roll pins, I'll just get it started so that it's almost to the edge. That way it's a little easier when you're actually installing it. So, roll pin partially installed. It's not sticking through yet. We'll get it on the tire here. That's it for that. This also needs a grease nipple on the top. Now I had installed one on this old arm. So let me go grab a wrench and get that off. Okay, new gauge wheel, new arm, ready to go. Let's go install it on the planter. Tucker. Tucker's upset that I'm not playing with him. Just gonna remove this bolt. For one washer. on here. So it looks like one difference between the replacement part and this new part. Let me grab you. You can see here, there's a gap. Whoops. There's a gap over here. So if I raise this up versus over here, no gap. That older part must be a little bit wider. So I'm gonna go see if I can grab some washers inside and shim that gap so that it doesn't move back and forth as we're planting. I just so happen to have a few washers that are the right size. Looking at the other wheels, I need to be shimmed out some. So pop this off. Throw a couple washers on, put the arm back on. I don't know if you guys can see it, but Tucker's decided to dig a hole right next to me. He must smell a mole. I'm getting pelted with sand as we sit here. Hey, what are you doing? Looks like I will need all of them. I took one out. Okay. Grab the grease gun. Grease is coming out, so we're good to go. Everything on the row units is set. I think we're at the stage where I can put some corn in and see what happens next. There's one other part that will be needed for actually running the machine, and that's the actual drive that'll spin the chains. So starting at the back, the chain drive that'll spin the drum. Follow that chain forward. There's a shaft on the inside with the chain. It comes through chain to here. So this chain is loose. This chain runs from this gear down to the wheel. So then when the wheel is spinning, the chain is driving the meters. So I need to hook that chain back up. For those of you not familiar with chains, every chain should have a master link. So what that looks like here is there's this little tiny cotter pin. With some effort, hopefully, and some rust penetrant, I'll be able to get that pin removed, pull that off, That'll allow me to open the chain up, wrap it around the wheel, and have it set to go. As I feared, it's pretty well rusted in. I'm gonna go get some rust penetrant. I think I'm gonna have to let this soak. Now on the planter here, you guys can't see me, there's two chains. There's another chain here. They're both on the same shaft. I don't know which one's going to be used, but I should probably check this one out too. I've got both the master links off, got the chains. You can see here, wraps up around this top gear, down along. I need to adjust this one. It's not on the bottom of the gear. Maybe wrap along. There's this tensioner back here. This one, the spring needs adjustment, but it seems like, let me get up here. Seems like everything is together. So I think the next step is actually just to go lower the machine down and see if the gears spin. Hopefully they work. Got the tractor out. I've got my hitch pin in. Next part, get the PTO pump installed. And that's pretty easy. Got you guys aimed the wrong way. Get this in. This is my raised lower cylinder. $50-50 chance to put this in the right spot. I'll go check if that raises it or if that lowers it. Got that in the right spot. Last thing is to get this jack stand out. Gotta go grab a jack for that. So now I've got everything hooked up. Next step is to put some seed in the hopper. So let me grab you guys. So what I've done just for testing, you can buy whole seed feed corn at any real farm store. So what I'm gonna do is just pour some of this in for my test plot. Tucker's decided to dig a hole right under the planter, but let's get some corn in the hopper. I'm gonna set you guys up here on the arm so I'm not carrying you around in 50-pound seed bag. Stop it. I've got the corn, just put a couple pounds in. So you guys probably can't see, but down inside of here, the corn has fallen down. It's in the drum. Now it's time to go out to the field and see if anything comes out. I'm gonna close up the shop here and drive out to a spot in the field. Out in one of my hay pastures where grass doesn't grow very thick and it's weeds, so dropping this down to see if it tests. It won't really screw anything up with the grass because it's mostly weeds anyway. I got out in the field. You might have been able to see from the transport video, the chains were spinning back here. It's a good sign. Let me show you guys. So what'll happen when I actually lower the planter down, this bar will kick forward and engage the clutch so that the meters and all the chains will start to spin. So all I got to do now is turn on the fan on the back of the machine here. Seed release wheels must be lowered before starting to plant. So now that's down on the drum to help release the wheels. Now it's really a guessing game for me on what's the fan need to be at to get it to seed. Let's give it a shot. Moment of truth here. We'll I'm not seeing anything, so what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna put the camera back here to see if I can see anything on the camera, review that process. reviewed the footage. The drum's definitely spinning, so all the linkages are good. Don't think I got enough fan. I don't know how to get more fan. I've got the valve cranked wide open, PTO pump going as fast as it'll go. I may need to try and investigate what I can do to try and build more fan pressure, or if I've got a leak somewhere. We're not really sure where to start. This is all new to me. I haven't ever used one of these before. But mechanically, all the linkages seem good. All the chains are spinning. All the drives are going. That's good. I think where we're letting down is the fan. I'm going to have to figure that out. I don't know. I'm going to have to probably go do some research to see what I can find on that, but that'll probably be another video. So unfortunately, no luck today, but I've got hope. It's got everything else seems to be working. A fan, we can make that work. We'll figure something out. So thanks for coming out to Cedar Cove Farm. Check back in. I'm sure I'll post another video when I try and figure out what's going on with the fan, or if I figure something out, and I will keep you guys up to date. See you guys later.